Hey guys, this is Tigress coming back to you with Marvel Rivals. And today, as usual, we're going to be playing on all normal, quick play games, all that lot. Also guys, this gives me a very good chance to talk about it. Because obviously there's new stuff in the store. But this does, not necessarily that, but I mean, I'll get back to what I was saying in a second. Emma Frost had 2 new skins recently. There's that which is definitely her trying to show off too much skin. Then there is this, and other than that, I don't like the poofiness of like the poofy things around her arms. No idea what they're called. I really like this skin. All honesty, they turned the arms to be like a normal like coat sort of thing instead of the poofy wavy things, because I have no idea what those look like there. They changed those just to be like a normal like arm length, like a normal jacket sort of thing. I'd 100% get it. Because I do really like it. You're slightly reworking this a tiny bit, and I think it would look cool as like an alternative like skin, where she just got this sort of like jacket on her shoulders and it's just sort of coming off her shoulders. I'd be perfectly fine with it. And of course, Iron Man did it as like a billionth skin, which I will say, cool Iron Man skin. Although, when I find him, because apparently I'm don't want to say blind, but apparently I can't spell because I don't know what the word I is. I was quickly taking a look at his skins. You've got his Iron Marauder, and then his Big Shot, which is basically Tony in typical like fashion wear, with just repulsors on his arms. I'm sorry, I don't want to play Tony Stark, I want to play Iron Man. And like looking at his other skins, I got the Mount 42 because it came free from having the game on PlayStation. That's his standard suit, which I still like. His endgame suit, which is really cool. And then his Superior Iron Man suit, which is really cool, but where are some of the other marks? Mark 1, Mark 17, the Mark 42. But guys, I don't know whether it's in the game yet or whether it's coming, but if we go down to Phoenix, no it's not. Guys, at some point, Phoenix is either getting skin or it's available, like I can't see it here. It might very much be, so it's in the Battle Pass, I'm pretty sure. Then I would have been able to see it. But I think at some point Phoenix is supposed to be getting some sort of more standard suit wear, and when I saw it, my mind instantly went to, I think it was one of the first, it was either X1, X2 or X3, so one of the first 3 of them. So either X-Men 1, where we first get introduced to Rogue and Logan and all that lot, and X2 where Jean dies, or X3 where the Phoenix Saga, more specifically, where it kind of is. And I don't really know whether it is the Phoenix Saga or whether it's just a case of Professor X just states she's strong, powerful, all that lot, and that he was keeping something locked up. Because Logan points out, you messed up there, and he did. Now guys, we do get to whack a Jeff. Twice. That Deadpool pregnant was Deadpool been eating too much. And guys, because I do have the units, Now, guys, I do think that's a really nice Gambit skin. I also don't mind the Rogue. I'm annoyed you can't just straight up purchase it. I'm hoping at some point it does. But anyway, yeah. So guys, I saw a Phoenix skin, and it's like, okay, instantly reminded me about the X-Men. And guys, I don't really talk about this, but I am more of a DC fan. The Bat family, I love them. I love the whole idea of like someone like Bruce Wayne and Oliver Queen being two regular people, yet being some of the strongest members of the League. Bruce Wayne is more than once walked up to Darkseid and being like, bring it. Because he doesn't care, and Darkseid's more than once said, if it had been like, because there's one specific, I can't remember what movie it is, from an animated movie, where he walks up to Darkseid saying, you know, calling him out on his bullshit and essentially telling him to stop. Otherwise, he's going to essentially nuke Apocalypse. And Darkseid turned around and said, if this had been the Kryptonian or the Amazon, he wouldn't have believed them. But someone like you is more than willing to do it. And that's because Bruce Wayne is. More specifically, Batman is willing to do it. He was willing to nuke Apocalypse to stop the two Kryptonians from fighting. And at some point I do really want to watch that movie. And like another reason is like, okay, so when Batman finds out the fact that his son, Jason Todd, was not only alive but was also operating as the Red Hood, an alias that Joker operated as before he got bleached into the Joker from a crime that went wrong. Because back before Jason Todd became the Red Hood, there was a group of people that would basically assume the Red Hood identity. And I'll jump into a game and go over the rest of it. And there was a group of them, and the Joker, because I don't know what his real name is, he has got an actual name. Basically fell into a bunch of chemicals and became the Joker. Jason then took upon the name to literally just to get in the Joker skin. But yeah, so and then I'm talking about DC. My favourite team in Marvel is the X-Men. I've never really, like, it's more of a recent thing of thinking, hold on, wait a minute. And when I think about it, it's like, hold on, yeah.
You picked the right gal for the job, sugar.
Rogue and Emma Frost are two of the tanks that play in this game. Psylocke and Phoenix are two DPSs I play in this game. Luna Snow is the support I play in this game. And yeah, I also do play a bit of Invisible Woman. But say Luna Snow's the main one. I don't know 100% if she is a mutant. But if she is, that is 5 of my characters that are all mutant based. And if not, that's 4 of the X-Men.
I'm done trying to fight who I am.
Yes! 30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I've also played a bit of Magneto too. But like thinking over it, it's like, which is an annoying thing how up until this last week, I hadn't seen all the X-Men movies, and I hadn't seen a few of them in a while. Like I saw a bit. I'm pretty sure I saw the complete first one.
4, 3, 2,
years ago.
1.
I think I saw the potential of Southern Second, but I don't know whether I saw any of the third. Like, and then before this week, I saw Days of Future Past because I went back and watched that a while ago. I saw First Class, although I didn't really watch that recently. Just was like, I know exactly what happens in it. But so I was like, so then I basically ended up watching Apocalypse, which Apocalypse I had for a while ago, but it's been a while, and it's probably one of my more favourite ones out of the live action ones, just because I do really like it. I like the fact that Regine, like, because I grew up watching X-Men, I'm much more experienced towards the X-Men as slightly younger, but still more grown up for themselves. Like a group of kids who are essentially being forced to not be kids and being forced into more of a situation. That's why Cyclops is more of a leader, and it's just because of watching X-Men Evolution. So to me, when I think of X-Men, I do a lot of times think of that.
It was just business.
Plus, me watching the X-Men movie started from the fact of it's like, oh, I'm gonna rewatch the 90s X-Men show, because before that I was like, yeah, you know, I'll just rewatch the 90s Spider-Man show.
He stopped them in their tracks.
Because after that I then end up watching Spectacular. Which still does bug me how that never got a proper ending. Like, it got an ending and it's okay, but I'd 100% want that to get the 90s treatment. Like, if I could pick three cartoons to essentially get a good decision, I know what three I'd pick. I would pick Batman Beyond because that ends in an okay ending. I don't necessarily think it needs one, but an okay ending, especially when you put the Joker movie into there, but because of... See, I don't know how it ends because of Justice Unlimited, because I've never seen Justice League Unlimited. But I'd love to see that version of Terry operate as Batman, actually find out about Bruce. X-Men Evolution, and Spectacular Spider-Man. Shit. But outside of DC and Marvel, if I get MVP, I'm going to be so annoyed. Outside DC and Marvel, another one who I'd love to see, because growing up watching it, and I loved it as a kid, was Ben 10. Omniverse ends in a very decent way, and it's just like, they're on a road trip. I'd like to see what they can from that road trip. I would be down to see what trouble Bane gets into on a road trip. Keep in mind, we know what trouble he can get to on a road trip. Just because of the fact that he was 10 when he went on his first road trip. But yeah, so convert like 2 out of like a small list, X-Men Evolution, because that ends in a way which I do wish it got a season 5. Or at least a longer season 4. And Spectacular Spider-Man, because that 100% does. Because guys, usually in Spectacular Spider-Man you presume there's a season 3. Because it ends minus spoilers, but the thing came out in like early 2000, so I think it's over 20 years old, I think. It ends with the fact that Peter finding out Norman Osborn's Green Goblin, him defeating Norman Osborn and thinking Norman's dead, Gwen and Pete agree to break up with Harry and Liz, Pete breaking up with Liz, Gwen being too much of a chicken to break up with Harry because, quite frankly, it'd be a bit of a dick move in that situation. Harry just thinks he's lost his dad, Gwen turns up and he's like, yeah, I'm dumping you to your best friend. But at the same point, I would also give these acts a lot where it's like, yeah, I wouldn't get to get through his angry Gwen because he heard the conversation when them two discussed about breaking up their partners.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to
So,
stop them.
yeah, so Spider-Man Spectacular Spider-Man's one thing I'd do. Especially, it's annoying because right after that, we got Unlimited Ultimate Spider-Man, which isn't bad. I've definitely grown from not liking it to, it's okay. But we went from this more serious, cool-toned person who's dealing with a lot and still managing to be a good hero, at a point, you know, doing the wrong thing. In reality, he's doing the right thing. Because guys, like, in season 1, he's working for Dr. Connors as a lab assistant, unpaid lab assistant because his school was off, because they were offering to 2 high schools, him and Gwen being both of them.
Better stop that vehicle.
Now, if you don't know anything about Spider-Man, he's 100% the case of the typical case of a broke New Yorker.
Stop them.
Doesn't have a pot to piss in. And not mentioning who the lizard was, he took pictures and submitted them to the Daily Planet, not Daily Planet, Daily Bugle. And everyone's just sort of like, Pete, you dick, why the fuck did you do that all that lot? And it's like, him like, I'm full on here by though, even though it's very much available. You did not mention who the lizard was. And he 100% would have been, by Jameson, would have been like, you had an opportunity to take pictures of the lizard attacking Spider-Man attacking the lizard, and you didn't. They should be happy to have kept, you know, Connor's name out of it. Local scientist turned lizard. Which is also kind of funny since that Eddie Brock in this universe was like super fit for doing it. When in the 90s Spider-Man universe, he was trying to do the exact same thing.
Sugar.
At least Pete kept his name out of it in Spectacular.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time
But
to
yeah,
stop
so it
them.
ends in a really weird way, like Pete having nothing and being by himself. And there's there's a YouTube that can't give me his name, but since I've got searching YouTube Spectacular Spider-Man, season 3 to 36, you'll basically get this person going over it, and while through the most part I do enjoy it, there's a few things I don't like about what he would have wanted to do, and that was the inclusion of Miles Morales in the last season.
Anyone willing to help?
I don't think Miles was a character at the time,
Double KO.
and
At least one more round in me.
it gets annoying when you think about it. I don't just hate Miles Morales and Spider-Man, I don't. But it gets annoying when it introduces stories about Peter Parker Spider-Man and then chuck Miles Morales into it. Ultimate Spider-Man did it, and it instantly went from, granted it was near the end and it was barely like permanent, it became part of the permanent team near the end, but it kind of just went more like through stories that they start telling.
It's now or never. Stop them.
Yeah, I should have respected it. Got him back.
Please hold. Still got a lot.
And if you take the Spider-Man PlayStation games,
Better stop
Spider-Man
that
PS4, Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 2, Miles kind of gets sidelined in Spider-Man 2. Pete gets sidelined in Miles Morales, which is fair enough, it's Miles' game, and I don't blame him for that. But at the same point, instead of having Pete deal with Venom in a cool, unique way, and all that lot, which I do still think it was a really cool, unique way, Eddie Brock wasn't a thing in the universe, and so instead of just making him a thing. Because, guys, the only way it would have worked is if Pete had, or if it was like, I can still think of a case of Eddie Brock really showing back up after, like, after Pete was,
So easy.
like, showing up again after Pete left the Daily Bugle. And, so I can see a way around that. But there's an interesting way of bringing Harry into it. But again, I don't have nothing against Miles Morales, but after, like, I do agree with most points from this from what this person's made. I used to change season 6 to have it as if at the end of the game. Because, getting back to the Spider-Man game, at the end of Spider-Man 2, Pete again gets sidelined in his own game because they also want to focus on Miles. Yeah, no problem with either one. But I would rather get a Miles Morales game, Miles Morales 2, than need to be sidelined on something that, because, guys, I was a Peter Parker with Spider-Man. Again, nothing against Miles, he's a really cool character with all abilities. But I've always been more tech-appeal, I've always preferred the tech side of it. Keep needing to come up with some sort of new gadget to get around some sort of problem. Miles can just go invisible and just start, you know, sneakily punching someone. That's not skill. And it is a debate over skill versus power, which in simple players of play of fun it is. And I say it more simple than using the Marvel, because there probably is one from Marvel, but I can't think of one at this point in time. Batman and Superman. Superman has powers, but also does have skill. Batman is just pure skill. Although the Tibetan monk training is very much debatable as powers, but again, it's just pure skill. And guys, I'm not surprised we lost, we had the 4 DPSs. That was just being nice by upvote him. But yeah, so I overall But yeah, so getting back to like my favorite things with Marvel character wise are Spider-Man or the X-Men. And Spider-Man's more of a typical sort of course you like Spider-Man. Like you mentioned, like for me, if someone turned around and say mention the 3 big DC and the 3 big Marvel, and I don't mean MCU, I just do mean Marvel, Spider-Man, Wolverine, And I want to say Hulk because I know in comics he's a lot more bigger than he is in the MCU. And then for DC, which I do know, is Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Because in comics, Wonder Woman's actually decent. And then the big four from like, I don't know who the fourth from either one of them would be for the Mount Rushmores, but for the big three of heroes, Superman is the face of heroes, and it's just that. Spider-Man is the face of Marvel, and Batman is the face of DC. Wonder Woman would then be the face of female heroes. And most people would agree on that. I know a few people would turn around and say something that, like, another Marvel hero is more of a bigger known hero, but you ask someone to name a superhero, I can guarantee you now, there's more chance of them going Superman than Captain America or Iron Man. Now, granted, they're big knowns for the MCU, but you ask someone to name someone from the comics,
I'm Luna Snow. Like the moon, I shine in darkness.
But yeah, so like X-Men are like one of my favorite characters. Like Spider-Man's possibly my favorite character from Marvel. The X-Men are my favorite team from Marvel.
I tried to stay positive.
Because like think about it, it's like hold on, yeah, they 100% are. Because like yeah, the Avengers are cool, but like I don't really care. The Fantastic Four are kind of cool, but my favorite movies from those is literally as Chris Evans as the Human Torch. Because the 2015 one was not great. I couldn't even fully watch that, and I just sped watched through that. And I've not seen the new one yet because I really wasn't that interested. Same with Thunderbolts. Like, I've not had a chance to see the new Superman yet. At some point I do want to watch it. But if DC end up on a trend of their movies being a lot like Superman, being good, and then Marvel going on a subtle trend of going downhill, and that, because guys, if you would ask me the best Marvel movies since 2020, so since Endgame I'll say, which I think was like 2019, I would have to really stop and think and look at the Marvel movies that have come out since then. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Captain America Brave New World. That was kind of cool, but I wouldn't say great. It's just kind of mediocre. I've not seen Thunderbolts yet. Spider-Man Brand New Day's not out yet. I've not seen First Family yet. At some point I will, we don't know when. TV show's not going to include. But like, I can't honestly think of any others. And I know that there have been. Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness. I think that potentially would. But like, I still think that was kind of mediocre. And after that, I really can't. Actually, no. The best movie to come out since Endgame, I'm giving it to Deadpool Wolverine because I completely forgot about it. Because Deadpool 3 was just great. Yeah, there might be a better movie, but at the minute I can't honestly think of one. And what people need to stop doing is overhyping them. Someone really did say, like, they're still hyped for Brand New Day and Avengers Doomsday, but they're not as hyped as they were, which I think is personally fair. Why overhype yourself for a movie that's probably going to just be great and probably going to be good, not excellent? Like, Guys, out of all the new movies that came out last year, my favorite, not seen Superman yet, but that's more likely going to be like number 3, because I do know for a fact that is decent. I've just not had a chance to see it yet. My top 2 are, my second is a live action version of the How to Train Your Dragon, and that's because I've loved the series since I was a kid. And then K-pop Demon Hunters. And up until the movie came out, I was not that fussed about K-pop music. I think I'd potentially heard it a couple times, but I've not gone on my way to. That's Captain America. Failing his mighty shield. So close.
You captured more than half of the mission area.
But like, for number 3, I have no idea. Because movies last year for me were just mediocre, like...
I'm making a comeback.
But like, I think overall movies that came out last year, I only saw about 3, potentially 4. No, the third one will 100% be Transformers 1, because I think that came out last year. I think.
You are nothing!
That one hurts.
Fire mode! Fury is almost yours!
No, that didn't. That came out a year before.
I am ready to put on a show! Now that's real power.
So, a movie I did think, like, I didn't see it until last year, that's why I thought it did, but it's like, hold on, wait a minute. I thought the potential came out earlier last year, no. I just didn't see it until last year. Which I think would potentially mean...
They've almost got it! Chin up!
I'm making a comeback.
Yeah, so, out of the movies that I did see that come out last year, my top 3 would be K-pop Demon Hunters,
We are undefeatable! Let's keep fighting until we have
the live action How to Train Your Dragon, and then the Minecraft movie, which I've said on a few occasions was okay, wasn't great,
That one hurts. I can be reckless now.
and that's just because every other movie that came out last year, it was just like, like, Captain America Brave New World that came out earlier last year was okay. It was okay, and I'm happy the fact that Sam wasn't Captain America, like, I'm happy the actor finally got a movie because it means, a thing that happened years ago, and I presume this is true, I don't know, because I can't think what the actor's name was. Apparently he did drive Tom Holland for that, and had him essentially as the equivalent of his date for that movie, just because of a comment he made when he took, because he said something to Tom, and Tom's like, where's the Falcon movie? Which, technically still true. Technically.
Music makes
Because it's
people
still called a
happy.
Captain America movie.
Heroes make them sick.
But under the concept, I do think it still
I
counts.
can do both.
Just different case of there's a new Duke going by the name Falcon,
30 seconds
and
before you
which quite
attack.
frankly,
Get ready!
is there really any point?
Luna Snow.
Like, I get someone
The
else
one
is gonna
and
have to pick up the
only,
mantle,
I think. You were my Oba-chan's favorite singer. Wow, did not expect that.
but Sam Wilson already kind of was Captain Falcon.
4,
Like,
3, 2, 1!
only thing different in the live action was he wasn't
Capture the
using
mission
guns,
area. Got it?
and he was just throwing a shield.
Honestly, I didn't like snow growing up. Harmony always
I
tried
don't
to
know
throw
whether
snowballs at
Captain
me.
America, Falcon in comics has ever used a gun.
Gambit never falls!
So, but yeah, so like, out of movies last year, there were not that many great. Like, there probably was a few great movies that I just didn't see, but there was none that was like. There was only 2 movies, one of them didn't come out in cinemas. There was only 1 movie that I did go and see in cinemas last year, which was a first since like since the last Spider-Man movie came out, which was like 2021. And guys, that's just because of quite simply, I don't tend to go to a cinema unless I really want to watch a movie. I think the movie's gonna be great, yeah. If I think it's just gonna be mediocre, No, I'm gonna wait till it comes out. Until it comes out on MCU base, until it comes out on Disney Plus, or until I can get it on DVD.
I can be reckless now.
Because I'd rather pay very similar prices
Never miss.
than and be able to watch it on any point. But guys, it's getting to points where you probably will be eventually just be able to stream them all as soon as possible. Which, on one hand, don't get me wrong, I like the idea of basically when a movie comes out being instantly able to stream. I do. But it also does mean that the movie industry is dying.
I am Phoenix!
Yes, you are.
You was out of your...
I'm making a comeback. They outnumber us.
Also guys, getting on to some other hot bits of Pokemon news, we're getting Fire Red Leaf Green on the Switch. Now, I don't know whether said this, I know I've had the conversation,
Thanks so much.
but the best version of each Pokemon game to me are very much debatable. I think there are some versions where there are some pieces where they kind of can overlook any flaws. Like,
We are undefeatable!
starting with Kanto, for me, I think the best versions are probably Fire Red Leaf Green,
I am wounded.
but if you want XP share and not deal with needing a HM, let's go Pikachu and Eevee are the options, and they're not bad options.
Waypoint.
The only way I've ever played Kanto, because
Systems restoring.
I don't have a way to play 3 Gen 4 games. Gen 4, I have a 3DS, which can play DS games. Switch-wise, I have a Switch too, and a Switch, so that's never been a problem. But for like Kanto, it's probably Fire Red Leaf Green, and then if you wouldn't deal with the whole fact of like Let's Go mechanic, Let's Go.
Fight's not over.
Like, I'd say Fire Red Leaf Green if you want a remake experience of Red and Blue, and then if you want a remake experience in Yellow, let's go Pikachu and Eevee. Time to start clapping. Resistance mantises, very resistant. But then for Johto, your only option is Heart Gold Soul Silver because it's better than Crystal, and Crystal's better than Gold and Silver.
I am ready to put on a show.
For Hoenn, it's Aurus, it's 100% Aurus. Don't get me wrong, the Emerald was probably good, never played it. But I don't ever fancy dealing with a stupid Kingdra knowing Double Team and rest. Guys, I follow a couple of Pokemon YouTubers, one of them being MAJTV, and he is more than once talked about one Kingdra being a menace. Now, I don't with Claire's Kingdra, which is probably just as annoying in Heart Gold. Never again. Until I decide to replay through Johto and decide to play Soul Silver. Which, guys, one, I would love Heart Gold, Soul Silver, along with Emerald and Aurus, because I think it'd be cool to have the option, to come to Switch too. To come to the Switch in general. Because also Platinum and Black and White 2, along with Black and White, but like, along with like, Diamond and Pearl, I'd be fine not having them because Green Diamond and Pearl exists and they're slightly better, not by much. And for Sinnoh, it's Platinum. And anyone who wants to sit and argue, but no. Hold on, get into an event. How much is it? Because it doubled last time. Oh, okay, that's annoying. Yes, I did just use 100 of... That's great. See, I thought it was going to double. What does mean one of those 5. And now, while willing they could drop 1,000, and then, you know, do probably like 2 more. Don't fancy doing it. And game, what the hell are you still telling me about a tournament? But yeah, Cinder-Wit's Platinum. And honestly, the only changes I would make to Platinum is getting the HMs. It's my only objective in Platinum. You need 5 to get through Victory Road, which is annoying. When I played through Platinum, which I didn't do as a kid, because like this is more recent, because I didn't get to play Pokemon games until 2019 with Sword and Shield. They were first. And no, I'm not young, I just never played them as a kid.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I am the Phoenix. Behold my cosmic might.
But, like, it's stupid the fact that you need... I didn't full on do my 14 set moves until I got to a save point up at the top of the Victory Tower. Up until I was basically able just to walk straight into Elite 4. I then went to the move deleter, deleted the HMs, and then full on sorted my moves. Because I wasn't going to do that twice. For Black and White it's complicated. On Black and White 2 are 100% valid games. But they're not remakes,
Did everyone miss me while
like
I
they're
was
not
off soaring
enhanced
through the
versions,
stars?
they're more sequels. So,
30 seconds before you attack.
why
Get ready.
Black and White 2 Abella, you definitely do need to know what goes on in Black and White to understand them.
Same side of this battle, Fist.
X and Y, you don't have any options.
The capital cities of heaven.
Like, Kalos, you really don't have any options.
You need not fear the
Like-
city. I cleansed it of its demons
And,
with the power.
quite frankly, there's a few details I would want them to change.
The battle
I
starts
think
in
on the
5,
one hand, it probably wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if
3,
X and Y did get the
2,
Green Diamond Shining Pearl
1.
treatment of.
All you need to do is capture
Not
the
completely
mission.
anyway, like
Ready?
completely being tough as anything. But more balanced way through. Because guys, a lot of reasons why people don't like Green Diamond Shining Pearl is the Elite Four and the Champion are the equivalent of fully trained teams. Like they're IV the normal, like IV trained the normal lot. Yet since you need to do that, you can't get them lot until after you beat the league. Now, I beat Green Diamond Shining Pearl League 4 times. Twice from Green Diamond, twice from Shining Pearl. I played through it first on the first time through Brilliant Diamond. I'm pretty sure the first time I completed that was on Shining Pearl. Because for some reason I decided to do it twice. I've defeated the Sinnoh League overall about 6 times. I've played through Sinnoh like 6 times. Have I? Hold on. No, 4 times. I've just gone through a couple different occasions and defeated the league on multiple occasions.
Don't get that
As always,
rainbow
since you
twisted
boost up levels. For Sun and Moon, it'd be the Ultra games. Which might add a story, it's more like a Namor treatment where there is a difference in the story, but not by much. Like, although fair enough. For Hoenn, you've not got like any pure, like any version of story that's completely original to Ruby and Sapphire. Emerald there is a difference because of Rayquaza being added into the game. And Oris has a bit of a difference because you have Mega Revolution.
from the ashes.
So,
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Turning up the heat.
and then that'd be the end of it because Storm Shadow are on Switch. So is Scarlet and Violet. Although, guys,
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
it's kind of debatable which the best version of Sailor is. Some people say it's Platinum, which I do kind of think it is. But some people say Legends Arceus,
I
which
can
is
feel
also
your
fair.
pain. Sorry.
There is somewhat. There you are.
I don't do revenge, but the Phoenix does. Okay, Ratatosker. Next stop, Dracula's castle.
Do. Time to hunt some squirrels.
Don't let anything stand in your way. Please, we're hurt.
Spider domain is not for the weak.
Legendary.
Second shift. You are nothing!
Double KO. So close. This is your big chance.
Watch me soar! Okay, Ratatosker. Next stop, Dracula's castle.
Yeah,
Another epic victory.
the land shark got it.
Win.
Also, guys, if you haven't got it checked out, there is like 2 new videos. Well, actually, kind of 3. There's one new short that was posted earlier, along with fast one from yesterday. Overwatch, the new Overwatch video today. Along with a Marvel Riders video that got turned into a short. I guess it was Cliff. Now I am. Now I've actually started doing a couple games per day. To be fair, that's just kind of cool. I just imagine Silo just willingly just dropping the beat down in the middle of the game, being like, I think it'd be funny as anything. I'm not that far from the Pulse skin either, which I am slightly lacking behind. I know a bunch of people have already got it. Only 3 more holes to wear. And this is the last game. Oh, I will say, guys, I did start streaming slightly than normal.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
It really does depend who we get. There's like 3 of us being like,
I am the Phoenix. Behold my cosmic light. Did everyone miss me while I was off soaring through the stars?
30 seconds before you
I've-
attack. Get ready.
Over A, I walked away with men. I didn't hear anyone saying anything.
The Phoenix remembers you well, Ileana. Yet for that short time, you burned brighter than any flames in Limbo.
It was fun. But this child has always been more comfortable in the dark.
The battle starts in 5,
Hold on, wait. Magic had the Phoenix Force at one point.
2,
Like I said, guys, like Marvel logic-wise, I'm completely at the loop when it comes to most of it,
Got it?
and in comic books in general.
Sorry I'm late. Had to buy a company. Got one in my sights.
I've got your back.
Oh, that took way too long.
Area is yours to capture now.
Also, guys, if you did miss the Shooting stream, I was basically going over what 1v1 like doors were. The fact of like the difference between like mystery doors and like normal doors for like 1v1, and I was like, guys, mystery doors are where like you randomly get assigned a character from the game and like you both play as that character. Limited doors, which I'm pretty sure the score is, you have 3 characters. Now I can't remember the third character I mentioned, but 2 of them I mentioned were Ash and Hazard. And then as I mentioned, I was just like, hold on, guys, and like there's no connection here, but like that reminds me of the fact of like I was playing Ash with Ash short, and then I did defeat a Hazard, and that's what got me to play the game. And I was like, hold on, and like I have every character in the game. Also, guys, stream for Sundays, and I will mention this next time I record. Will more than likely, I'll also probably mention it in next Craft 1 episode 2, more than likely getting moved to Saturdays, and then return to case of more likely to be Saturdays from now on, and then if I'm free Fridays, then they'll be Fridays. It's just like the last 3 weeks, they've just been all on Saturday.
Back from way worse.
No, one benefit of basically being early and normal
Keep going.
is I would have the time to film after. But I don't need to. I'm already slightly ahead.
Thanks for the boost.
One more for the soul.
Like, guys, because of postponing Monster Hunter Rise for like 2 weeks,
The area's almost yours.
and have already having the reason the first episode's not gone up is because I don't want to upload it and then not have nothing for like 2 weeks. It's just a case of like I want to be able to keep the momentum up, and I will be able to keep the momentum up if I then instantly have nothing else to upload from it. Which is meant for the last couple of weeks. I've just done additional Overwatch content,
You'll have to keep fighting.
which I've really loved doing, so I might try and keep that up. And just say how bonus Overwatch videos like a Sunday.
Hostiles up.
If it does come to a case of getting more Overwatch for like next week, then yeah, I will. I could drop all. I'll see what points like first. Yeah, not dropping all.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
It'd be way too much more waste.
Perfectly hicks.
Once an X-Man, always an X-Man.
Jeff, were you charging 504? Like, 504 what for lemonade?
Get ready.
504 pieces of sand? 504 rocks? 504 belly scratches? I imagine you'd be the type of person who would like them. Like, also, guys, I do imagine Jeff would probably be like, very much behave like a dog half the time. Just sort of turn over and be like, belly scratch? I want belly scratch?
The battle starts in 5.
Why is someone saying yes,
4,
gang?
3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Even the Phoenix acknowledges how important this battle is.
But yeah, so guys, getting back to the case of like X-Men being my favorite team, I can't wait to see the next X-Men movie as long as it's done right. Like, I have no problem re-seeing the Dark Phoenix saga. I have no problem. Do I think we need it? No. We've got 2 live-action versions. We don't need a third. But as a definitive edition, as like the definitive version of it, and we're never gonna get one again, sort of thing. Yeah, I'm fine on that front. But if they're gonna give us a version of the Phoenix story just for the sake of doing it, don't. Also, if we are gonna get a new version of the Phoenix story, don't instantly kill Jean Grey off because either A, it happens in comics, or B, you have no idea what else to do with her character because she's that powerful. It's annoying when someone decides to be like, we're gonna make this person stupidly powerful and not know what to do with them. Either A, don't make them that powerful, and B, if it is actually for the comics, you don't have to exactly 100% power them to the comics.
Save some of them for me, Rogue.
Control C.
Lucky. But like, it is annoying to watch about them doing a third movie that it's been like, I mean, kind of. See, the X-Men movies are weird. Like, you've got the first 3. You've then got...
Control lost.
Is there? Yeah, there is. There is 7. You've got the first 3. You've then got First Class, which is basically Charles Xavier, Magneto, Mystique, and a couple of others. Basically being the first set of X-Men. Then Magneto completely going off the rails. You've then got the follow-up to that where Wolverine goes back in time, and it's kind of a fourth for the original set, and then... And then like a second for this trilogy. You've then got Apocalypse, which just like seeing that, which I will say now, a weird way to reassemble the X-Men. Apocalypse shows up ruining the X-Men, and you know what? You, with the sunglasses, you work perfectly fine. You with the mental powers, you work perfectly fine. You can teleport, you work even better. We're just gonna bring back the Furball and the dude and the woman who can turn, you know. Now look how she goes. So, and then you've then got the Dark Phoenix, and the only one to actually definitely call themselves the Phoenix movie was the final one we got from like 2018. Now again, I'm perfectly fine as long as it's like in a definitive version. And it's a case of we're not going to get another. But I do want to see other X-Men stories.
It's nice to take a break from cosmic judgment every now and then.
Because something the X-Men movies did essentially just not deal with was
30 seconds
Mystique
before you
being
attack. Get ready.
Nightcrawler's and Rogue's mother. Now, in the last like 3 X-Men movies, so like I say 3, and X-Men Apocalypse and
You don't know me.
that sort of universe, because I can't think of what her name is. Do I think in that universe that Mystique was? No. I mean, I wouldn't be that surprised, but I think the answer is probably no.
3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got
But it'd be
it?
interesting to find out about that.
Fun fact, I've been doing naughty stuff in the background all along. Really? Go on. Check the lore.
It'd also be interesting to see more of a connection between like Wolverine. So I wouldn't be that surprised if Hugh Jackman was willing to come back. Which I think he potentially would. I mean, he came back for Deadpool Wolverine, but I do honestly reckon that if he was to come back again, it has to be a good reason. Because he is starting to get old.
This is real firepower!
Although Hugh Jackman still does a good job playing Wolverine.
I'll take a shield.
Reborn again. Good times.
Pulse charge! Fire!
Skill shot!
Good job, Spider.
Like, I would want to see other X-Men stories, because there are some really cool ones.
A queen like me could get used to it, right? Ah, look who's here.
You are nothing!
The team's capture progress is past the halfway point. Double KO. That's 3.
How the hell am I still alive? And thank you to the support.
Shields up.
Like, honestly, if the sports didn't come in then, I would have been doomed. But guys, if you want to see cool moments from stream or just cool moments from Marvel Rivals, go and check out shorts. I don't upload them as often as I probably could, but like anytime like anytime like a really cool MVP or just MVP in general, since most of the time, or like a cool moment that happens in Overwatch, I do 9 times out of 10 turn them into, like
There are too many of them.
I do a decent bit at a time, do turn them into shorts. As example, Overwatch where Ash did like I'm playing the game between Hazard. I'm sorry, he is a tank. And the tank thing about Ash is Bob.
You thought you could kill Jean Grey? Please.
I did not know she referred to herself in the third person in this game. Kind of.
They've almost got it.
See, for Jean, like, I don't know other than Marvel Girl, I don't know whether she has had, like, a specific code name, like, Cyclops is, you know, Scott Summons is Cyclops, Wolverine is Wolverine, Rogue is Rogue, Gambit is Gambit, although he does have a normal name.
Keep fighting until
So, like, Rogue is still called Rogue in this. Like, Emma Frost is still, like, called some points, like, Frost. There have been a few points where she has just been called Frost. Charles is called Professor X. Kurt is called Nightcrawler. Kitty is called Shadowcat. Beast does have an actual name and is called Beast. Storm does have an actual name, but again, can't remember either one of them, but it's called Storm. Kind of can't improve my point here. Also, getting to another point, anyone who thinks we're going to end up getting someone like War Machine, just remember, instead of giving us Scarlet Spider, who, as far as I'm aware, has like blades that come, pointy sort of stick things, that more like blade sort of things that come out from the bottom of his wrists. I don't know whether it's complete. True, or whether it's just something that Ultimate Spider-Man did. I'm not 100% sure. But again, Scarlet Spider is just a reskin for Pete. Now, yeah, Rogue's just called Rogue. So I'm surprised he, like, I don't know whether, like, for Cyclops they'll go Scott Summers or Cyclops. I'm assuming Cyclops. Although I think Logan is just called Logan. No, he is called Wolverine. Because if he was called Logan, then he would be upper page. Yeah. He'd be either before or after Luna. L-O-G, I think after Luna. I think. Really questioning why, like, Jeff Blanchard was coming right between Iron Man and, like, Loki. It's like, hold on, wait a minute. IJL, yeah. Not going mentally insane yet. Although, guys, it's kind of fun perk of doing content creation. But yeah, and guys, for once we have actually streamed for the full hour. But anyway, guys, new video out at some point next week. Don't know exactly when. Hopefully Monday. Hopefully Monday with Marvel, with Once Time to Rise. And this has been Tigress signing off, and I'll see you next time. Bye.